Scoreholio players, this is Ben with Scoreholio. I'm going to show you how to use Scoremagic for Cornhole. We also have it for horseshoes and going to be launching it in other sports as well. It's the easiest way to get advanced stats for your sport. In Cornhole, we track everything from a four bagger to how many you got in, off, and on. And it's super easy to do. So let's go ahead and get started here. This is what your scoreboard will look like on a tablet or on player scoring, depending on how you're using it. And you're going to go ahead and click Start Game here at the top. When you do, it's going to ask if you want basic scoring or Scoremagic. Basic scoring is when you click up on the number or down to go up or down. Scoremagic is how we do all the fancy bag tracking. So we're going to go ahead and select Scoremagic. And don't worry if you accidentally click the wrong side, you can always click it here and change back to the other one. So you can always click this logo in the middle. So you're going to go ahead and throw your first round, and let's say that one of the teams scores. You're going to click on either one of the zeros to bring up the Scoremagic tablet. The first thing you're going to do is pick who threw in that round. So let's say Jeff threw, or let's say Phil threw this round for this team over here, and Ben threw this round over here. So if Phil counts and how many points did he score, he threw an 8. And Ben threw a 5. Now you're going to see that it's going to say, okay, well, Phil threw 2 in, 2 on, and 0 off. And Ben threw 1 in, 2 on, and 1 off. And so Phil's going to score 3 points. So if we score this round and hit submit, you're going to see that it's going to go ahead and go back to the screen with the scores. And the Corn Thugs and Hominy are now up 3-0. And this little green dot shows you that they're going to be throwing first because whoever scores last goes first in Cornhole. So now we throw our next round and we're going to go ahead and click on this. You're going to see that the system's going to pick the next player. So if it went from Ben, it's going to be Nick. Now let's say that you have 3 players on this on your team like this one, and Phil was the one to throw through the second one, but Jeff isn't playing this game. It's actually Kylie. You can pick Kylie here, and you can go ahead and score for Kylie. On this side, it'll be Nick because there's only 2, so it'll toggle between the 2. I'll show you what it does over here. So now if you look, the numbers 3, 4, and 6 have these lines above them. And that means that you have to do an extra step for those. So you have to say how many bags were in if you select one of these. So let's say that we do 3 and 4 in this round. So if we do 3 with 1 in, that means that there was 1 in and 3 off. We know that one. And 4, let's say that it was none in. That means that there were just 4 on, right? So now this side's going to get 1, and we go ahead and submit it. You're going to see that it's 1 now to 3, and this side is going to throw first. When we click on this again, you're going to see that it went to Phil, right? So it went to Kylie to Phil. And let's just, give these ones a quick score so that way we can get back in it for the 4th round. And you'll see that it went to Kylie for the 4th round. It skipped Jeff. That's because the system recognizes who threw the odd number rounds and who's throwing the even number rounds, and it'll keep them highlighted. Now, if you need to, you can always change it, but it's going to keep that rotation going throughout the entire tournament. So as we start scoring, let's say that Kylie gets a 4-bagger and Nick didn't throw so well and gets a 4-bagger. That's going to be 4 in and 4 off over here, and we're going to go ahead and submit that. Now let's say, oh wait, it wasn't actually 12-0. Nick did have a bag on. You can always click on one of the games down at the bottom and you can update it. And you can go ahead and update that round, and you can also delete it. I don't know if you saw that, but you can. And let's just go ahead and say 10-1 here. And now this game is going to be over because this side has reached 21, which brings up this submit button in the middle. And that's how you're going to go ahead and submit the overall game. And it's going to ask you confirm who actually won this. Corn Thugs and Hominy did. And we're going to go ahead and submit the scores. The system will take those teams off and put the next teams on. I only have 2 teams in this tournament, so it's going to keep putting them on. But the next teams would come up and start the whole process over again. That's Scoremagic for Cornhole. Like I said, we have it for horseshoes. We're going to have it for other sports. It's advanced tracking. Go ahead and go over to your player profile or to the dashboard of the tournament. You'll be able to see all of your stats in those locations. Once again, this is Ben with Scoreholio. It's easy peasy.